Hey guys, welcome back to the second reproduction. Now, last time, if I recall correctly, it's been a little bit, we lost against the Demon King. Lizette had a collar put on him, and we are basically captive. So we're getting into the real game. We totally got through the intro scene, and everything's dandy. Not really. We're totally prisoners now. And I could leave if I wanted to kill Lizette, but I like him, so I don't want to kill him. He gets to stay. So, here we go. We're gonna dive right into this thing. Why? Why? Isn't it a matter of course? Oh God. There's no such thing as God. Somebody! Won't somebody save me? Please. Please save me. There's nothing here but death. Ooh, spooky, spooky. Ah, princess. Princess. A dream? Are you alright, princess? You look like you were having a bad dream. Yeah, a really odd dream. It's probably because I'm still nervous. I restarted the game because his audio wasn't working, and I don't know why, but it's still not working. Maybe after this scene it'll work, so I guess I'm just gonna say their voices. Whatever, so you know, I tried to fix it. I'm not surprised. This isn't the most comforting place to rest, after all. Lizette forced a smile as he spoke, though the light streaming in from the window made it hard to see. It had to be around mid-afternoon, judging from the sun's position in the sky. The room was already beautifully furnished, and the natural light added to its glamour. I couldn't believe I'd slept so well in enemy territory. I guess I was bolder than I thought. Sorry, I was only taking a quick rest. I didn't think I'd fall asleep. It's fine. We haven't had many opportunities to sleep on proper beds recently, so you should sleep while you can. But what about... I'm fine. Don't worry about me. But you were badly injured last night. How could I not worry about you? That's why I told you to sleep alongside me. Like he would do that, honestly. No, he wouldn't do that. Yeah, exactly. I can't do something that curt. What? Didn't we sleep side by side on the way here? What's the problem? In a barrel, on a bed. Figure it out, Chris. Don't be the dumb, naive anime character main person that you are. It's different on a bed, see? Lizette knows. Enemy territory is enemy territory, regardless of whether we're sleeping on dirt or in sheets. Anyway, why are you holding back? We're close friends, aren't we? This isn't about me holding back. Actually, it kind of is. Then what is it? Just tell me already. I'll be honest then, princess. I'm a man. Very blunt. Good job. Well, yeah, you don't look like a girl to me. Oh my God. Chris. No. No. Yeah, that's not what I meant. Oh, so you're holding back because I'm a girl? In that case, don't worry about it. I don't mind. You still don't understand the situation, Chris. No. No. She doesn't understand. No. I see. So you don't mind after all. He knows she doesn't understand. Are you feeling alright? Do you still feel tired? I guess I do feel a bit tired, all of a sudden. Well, you will have to wait until tonight. Right now, you've got to think of a way to defeat you-know-who. You're right. He hasn't come after us since the fight. He even gave us a room of our own. He's got to be planning something. But what? That's the question. I have absolutely no idea. Is he a hedonist? Hedonist? I don't know. A complete idiot, terrifyingly clever. Whatever he is, we mustn't let our guard down. What in the world is he planning? After our failed attempts on his life, Gardas offered to let us stay in his castle. We decided that listening to his advice was a bad idea, though. Not to mention we'd be staying right in the heart of our enemy's headquarters. After waiting for the stiffnesses in my legs to fade, Lizette and I decided to head over to the throne room. But right at that moment... Good morning. Eh? A female half-demon gave us a hearty welcome as she strolled into the room, a gleeful smile on her face. Apparently, she's a servant here in the castle. She had long maroon hair with matching eyes. Wrapped around her curvy body was a simple, pale red dress. Her snowy white skin left an elegant impression on us. We'd actually met before. She escorted us to our room after Gardas left. She was just as lively last night as she was now. We didn't even get a chance to refuse back then. She just pushed us in the door. Are you trying to trick us? We won't let our guard down, you know. Huh? That's not what you're trying to do, right? There's no way you demons would ever be this kind to a champion. I did it because I like you. I like you both a lot. Yeah, why exactly? Why? Huh? Well, you kept your promise back then and didn't kill me. So I found myself thinking, wow, so this is what you call a champion. But back then? Oh dear, you don't remember me. I'm the demon lord, or demon woman, whatever, who gave you directions to Lord Gardas' room. I knew she was the woman we bound and gagged. I think I actually had an option to kill her or not. And I was like, no, don't kill her. I don't remember. But I wasn't gonna kill her. Gave us directions. Ah, you're the woman we tied up. That's right. I love the way... Oh, hello. I love the way you tied me up. This is gonna be a very interesting game, guys. Well, Lizette's the one who tied her up. Then what are you here for? Oh, that's right. I came to call you. Lord Gardas has invited you both to the throne room. He did! So he finally made his move, huh? What for? Phone. I don't know. That's all he said. Hime-sama, princess. So after sleeping on it, he decided to end this farce after all. Maybe he's planning on torturing us to death in front of a big crowd. I don't know, but searching all over the castle for him takes too much time and energy, so we might as well go along with it for now. I nodded to the nervous Lizette, then returned my gaze back to the woman. Then please show us our way, Ms. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Kyria. Easy enough name. I hope we can get along from now on, okay? Roger that. I won't tie and gag you no more. Yeah. Kyria's overfamiliarity unnerved me, but we kept following her regardless. What is this? Text. That's adorable. Okay, I gotta keep text. Did you sleep well last night? Just fine. Then that's great. It didn't sound like she was making fun of us. Maybe she was genuinely pleased about it. I never thought there'd be a day when a demon would worry about me. If she knew our true intentions, what would she say? Would she still escort us to Gardas? I thought about it as we walked. Do you feel any calmer? Huh? You don't need to take me as hostage. As you can see, there's no one else in the castle. Huh. Her words shot through me like an arrow. I couldn't help but gulp. Trying to disguise my nerves, I kept my voice steady and asked, There aren't many servants in the castle, are there? That's right. Lord Gardas keeps as few servants by his side as he can. So that's why there's barely anyone here. That had to be why the place felt so creepy last night. But isn't it a little irresponsible? Well, Lord Gardas is very strong after all. Someone ought to tell him what overconfidence usually leads to. He's not overconfident. He just keeps his own abilities in mind. His Majesty even orders us to guide whoever invades the castle street to him. What? Well, like I said, His Majesty himself ordered it. Why would he? Because he's so confident no one's going to kill him. In this day and age, the world of light isn't a safe place for us demons to live in. Lots of people in the castle means lots of cannon fodder for the champions to hack through. Imagine how last night would have gone if the castle was full. The more we resist, the more blood gets shed. So, he's doing this all for the sake of his servants. To us demons, His Majesty is a kind and noble king. Yeah, look at that face. Demons? Kind? Ha! Don't make me laugh, is what I normally say. But that'd be inappropriate considering the situation. Yeah, don't say that to your new friend. She really likes you. Not to mention denying it would explain why Kyria is escorting us to Gardas, despite knowing our true intentions. For the first time since I got here, I began to notice a gap in the logic I've been brought up with. I might not kill him, guys. I might not kill him. Anyway, we're here now. I'll be taking my leave. She gave a polite bow and left. As I watched her leave, I found myself lost for words. She almost seemed human. Lizette's murmur only increased the weight in my chest. Weren't demons a savage race who did nothing but fight and indulge themselves? I'd been taught that since birth, but just a brief conversation with Kyria was enough to tell me that, in all reality, it did not adhere to my textbooks. If so, then... No, she's probably just special. I guess. No, I can't admit it. I suppressed the thought back into the bottom of my heart and placed my hand against the door. are just like us, except magical powers. Ooh, spooky. Not really. These people. You're late, oh champion who has inherited the nostalgic title. I don't know how to do his voice. I gotta do voices for these guys now. Except, that's not gonna be that much different from mine. I can't do it. Gardas spread his arms out dramatically. On both sides of the red carpet, between us and the demon lord, stood 2 lines of strong men. So, he was planning on making a show out of us. I bit my lower lip and glared at Gardas. The demon was sitting nonchalantly upon his throne. My speed might just be enough, too. I decided to take a gamble, at the very least. I wanted to reduce the number of soldiers they could use in the near future when the Alliance army struck. Much better than dying like a sitting duck. So I drew my sword. Everyone, this is an order. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm okay. I forbid all of you from harming this champion. She is my guest. He declared with a clear voice of a regal attitude to the crowd. What? Yes, my lord. All right, you may leave. Please excuse us. The men hesitated at first, but they soon all bowed their heads obediently to their lord. That display of loyalty reminded me of knights. No one objected to the idea of treating a human, a champion even, their own enemy, as a guest. I'm guarantee you they wouldn't treat the demon like a guest. I guarantee it. What on earth are you planning? You let us live in your castle, treat us like guests. But doesn't that make your job easier? Oh, damn it. Oh, mighty champion. I'll just finish it. Give it a rest. Looking down at us is just... So you'd rather my loyal retainers chop you into little pieces. I didn't know champions were such masochists. Oh my god, masochists. I think that's the word. But I tried to... Yes, I know. I'm not stupid enough to forget that. Then why? Didn't I tell you? You're my new favorite toy, and I can't break you yet. I want to play with you some more. A demon lord who sacrifices his life for a toy, huh? How laughable. Don't worry. I'm an adult who knows how to play with his toys. I'm not a child like you. You bastard! You better stop. You cretin! How dare you disrespect the princess? Yes, her femininity, is below 0, but she's already 18 years old! Don't tell him that. Seriously, Lizette, do you want me to stab you? Seriously. You've barely lived 18 years, and you think you're the best thing to have ever graced this earth? Ridiculous. Living longer doesn't make you any better. Well, that's true too. Huh? I was expecting a snarky reply, but instead Gardas just closed his eyes and looked unusually gloomy. It wasn't the kind of expression you would expect from a demon lord. I couldn't help but stare. Gardas was startled for a brief moment, suddenly noticing my gaze, but then he waved his hand, implying that he was just fooling around. He opened his mouth to speak, but... Lord Gardas. What is it? A pale demon suddenly ran into the room. He was sweating heavily, and his clothes looked dirty and disheveled. It looked like he had something extremely important to tell Gardas. Tragedy has befallen the west borders yet again, your highness, by result of the champions. Lord Raviel has rushed to the scene, and things have settled down for the moment. But if this continues, we may have to bring the villagers to the capital. I see. I'll leave it for you, then. I will see the villages for myself later. Yes, my lord. That's my guy voice. My generic guy voice. It's wonderful, isn't it? After accepting his orders, the man gave a courteous bow. And, as he left, I caught a glimpse of his determined expression. He seemed totally different to the pale man he was just a few moments ago. Both he and the retainers seemed to hold a lot of trust in Demon Lord Gardas. Didn't he say that things were settling down? Why are you still going? I only believe things when I see them for myself. Well, I'm going to simply to remind myself how ruthless you humans can be. Maybe if you saw the scene for yourselves, you could understand which side is in the wrong. You're saying a despicable demon like you is a man of justice? Don't make me laugh. So those who violate our women and slaughter our children are in the right. Truly, a noble idea you have there. Champions may take the lives of demons, but we would never rape or slaughter the innocent. We're not that cruel. So taking lives isn't a problem? The very existence of your race is sinful. We champions exist to carry out the will of God and pass his judgment on to you. I'm not even going to touch that one. Or maybe I should. Nobody exists to judge anyone else. That's all I was going to say. Moving on. But just as I finished, my body seized up in terror. Yes? Gardas' replies had been sarcastic and playful before, but now his expression froze me to the core. It felt like the air itself would freeze over as he narrowed his dust-colored eyes. He didn't say a word. He didn't even snarl. He just glared at me. I could feel the full force of his anger. It was absolutely terrifying, 10 times worse than a roar of fury. Cold sweat trickled down my body, and my breathing became difficult. I didn't mean to infuriate him, but I had to stay true to my religious teachings. I couldn't just back down. So I gathered the strength I had left and shot a fiery glance back at him. To my surprise, it was Gardas himself who broke the silence. He sounded laid back, and though the terrifyingly intense atmosphere in his enraged eyes had all been a joke. Oh, well, if you hate demons that much... The moment I saw him disappear, something slammed my body against the wall. My thoughts crumbled and my arms refused to move, and I heard his frighteningly flirtatious voice whisper into my ear. And then how about having the Demon Lord's child? You might think differently if you're a mother. Hello. Something was squeezing my wrists, and the pain brought me to my senses. Gardas was the one pinning my arm to the wall. I couldn't even struggle, because he'd slid his thigh between my legs, his whole body pressing against me. These are so much more graphic than the ones I've played. Gotta remain calm. I am doing this for you. And maybe a tiny bit for me. Anyway, we were so close together I could feel his heartbeat against mine. Princess! I could see Lizette rushing towards me, his hand moving over his sword hilt. Before he could even clasp it, his hand suddenly flopped to his side. Dogs like you should shut up and watch. Lizette, I didn't even make a choice yet, damn it! This can't be happening! Lizette fell to the floor, his hands tugging at the ring around his neck. His forehead glistened with sweat and his limbs jerked and convulsed. Don't do that to him! You bastard! What have you done to Lizette? Oh, nothing. I'm just sucking out some of his life energy. He'll be in agonizing pain, but that's all. Stop it. This is between me and you. Leave Lizette out of this. So I can do whatever I want to you. This is going to be a little hard for me to read, okay? I apologize. This is a little hard for me to read out loud, okay? He grabbed my breasts through my clothes, making my breath lodge in my throat. That forceful grope felt more like an attempt to crush my heart than a caress out of lust. Without hesitating, his wet tongue slipped through my lips and towards my throat, violating my body as I trembled from shame and fear. You're right. Your body definitely doesn't seem like a child's. Let go of me. I wonder if violating you continuously for 3 days and 3 nights will cure that cheeky mouth of yours. Even if you take my body, my soul will never be contaminated by a demon. Bark away while you still can. I can't wait to see how corrupt a champion like you can become. Come on, let that dog hear it too, you're... A sudden, sharp, slicing sound forced Gardas to leap to the side, letting me go, allowing me to tumble to the floor. Did Lizette totally save her? Lizette totally saved her. Technically me, but Lizette totally saved her! Are you alright, princess? Lizette, aren't you in pain? That's nothing to me. Lizette, you can stand up despite that. I must say, I wasn't expecting that. Oh well, this makes everything more interesting, doesn't it? You bastard. Oh, both their expressions changed at the same time. I think that's enough for today. How about we play some more tomorrow? Jet black wings uncurled from Gardas' back and began to flap, sending a strong gust of wind our way. Wait! I cried out to make him stop, but his wings drowned out my voice. With a daring smile on his face, Gardas disappeared into the sky. I'm sorry, Lizette. He got us again. We're utterly defeated. Or we were. Who cares about that? Huh? When that man laid hands on you, it felt like my heart had stopped beating. I'm so glad you're unharmed. If he ever takes away your purity, I'll tear him to pieces. I'll rip him up even if I have to make a deal with the devil. You're making too much of a big deal about it. No, he's not. I'm just gonna say no, he is not. It's just my virginity. It's not like I die or anything. No. Just no. That's all I'm gonna say. No, Chris. I don't like it. I agree. No, I mean, as your number one knight, if I can't protect you from that, then I'm completely useless. And as a man, he doesn't like it. But he won't tell her that. I'll make him say it. Ha ha ha. Anyway. I see. Yes, I suppose so. If that happened, you'd lose your reputation. I'm sorry I spoke too lightly of it. Well, not only that, are you sure you want to stay by my side? Of a princess as useless as me? Of course. Serving you, my princess, is my only want in life. You have my deepest gratitude, Lizette. But still, I shouldn't have brought Lizette here. If he dies, I'll... When I saw Lizette lying in agony earlier, I felt like my heart had stopped too. Princess? Anyway, let's go back to our room and think up a new plan. Yes. Oh, now your voice returns. You know how long I've been waiting for it? I had to do your voice myself. Can you believe that? After that whole ordeal, then he gets his voice. Must be nice, Lizette, just to say, oh, I guess I'm gonna start talking now. Whatever. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna end this episode here because that was very intense. That was so intense. I can't even believe what happened. Like, I guess I could understand it. She, like, totally irritated him and, like, basically just said, you know, you're all scum, you all need to die. Which he was like, not happy, but, like, at the same time, that's a very intense situation. And yeah, that was very hard for me to read, and I apologize if that made you uncomfortable. I'm gonna put a warning on this one because it is very adult, I would say. I don't know what else to say. Like, all my other games have been cute and fun, and this one just took a very strong turn, so definitely gonna have to do that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode and you're eager to see what happens next. I mean, I want to know what happens. I want to know when I'm actually going to make choices, because so far I've just been reading, which is good. You know, it's good that I'm reading it, and I am very interested in the story. And, you know, Gardas doesn't seem like a bad guy. In all honesty, he seemed kind of happy. He, like, made the champion her guest, and he wanted to show them a different path. But because she's, like, constantly fighting him and, like, saying, no, which you can't expect someone to change their religious beliefs, like, just like that. Or you can't expect to change them. You know, everyone has the right to believe what they want, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's a difficult topic to talk about, I guess, so we'll not talk about it, but we'll just say that so far for the game, I am interested to see where it goes. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know what choices I can make. I don't think I'm going to kill Gardas right off the bat. I don't think I'm going to do it, but we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. So to wrap it up again, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I hope I'll see you all the next episode. So until then, bye everyone. 삶이 힘들어도 끝까지 포기 마라. 하늘이 내 곁을 지켜줄 거야. 너의 발